fabulous, fabulous motorcycle. Hey, welcome B-Matters. You know where I am? Yes, Ocean BMW in Plymouth. And I got my friend Dave here again.
Good
morning.
How are you doing? You okay?
Oh, hello. What have you got there, mate?
Well, we've got the absolute fantastic new R1300R for you to have a go on today.
Yeah.
Brand new bike for us in the range. It's absolutely fantastic. I rode the bike for the first time last night. Just had a massive smile on my face, Kelvin. Right. It was absolutely super. So you're going to love it.
Well, that's what it's about, isn't it? A smile on your face.
It really is. That's what biking's about, and this bike will certainly bring that smile onto your face when you're riding it later on today.
Oh. Let's have a look around, because I must be honest, when I first saw it as it was coming out the box, I think, virtually, and I thought, oh, that looks nice, and it does.
Yeah, they've really worked on the design of the bike. It looks absolutely stunning. It's a sportier looking bike. One of the key things that makes people buy the previous model and this model of bike is the engine and design of the bike. They're the two key things, really. The engine being number one and design the second part of it, really. So it's great that this bike looks really sporty and dynamic. It's a real muscle bike looking bike.
It is, it is. Yeah. We haven't had a good look at it yet, but the 1250 was a good bike.
Fantastic.
It was, yeah. But when it came to the looks, in my opinion, you know, that's what it is. I just thought it was a little bit. But this bike isn't. Look at it. Look at it.
Yes.
Look at this.
Absolutely fantastic. It's really sporty front end on the bike here. You can feel all with the air intakes going in through the sides here and everything. It makes the bike look real muscle bike look. Lovely looking
gorgeous.
Design.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at it.
I think the racing blue colour on this one really sets the bike off nicely.
It does.
Lovely colour finish on the bike. You see here on the dashboard, we've not got the normal BMW displays you've seen on the other bike, the TFT display, which is just absolutely superb. We've also put an accessory connected ride navigator unit on the bike, so you don't get lost up on the moors.
Up on the moors.
Up on the moors if you go that way this time.
I'm not sure what you're saying, really, Dave. But mate, well, I love the way it looks. Okay, and what a difference. I mean, this is another 1300. We've got the RS, haven't we? We've got the RT.
Yep.
We've got the GS range, and of course now we've got a road version of with this beautiful 1300 engine in it as well.
And the engine, 145 horsepower engine. You've ridden it before, you know how good it is.
Yeah.
You put it in this style of bike, it suits it really, really well. It makes the bike feel really dynamic, particularly if you're riding it in dynamic mode. It's a real smile on the face kind of bike when you ride it. As you said, they've adapted the styling on this bike to make it look more sporty than the outgoing model. The outgoing model is a really successful bike, maybe slightly underrated by some people.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
yeah,
good.
Yeah. It was a brilliant bike. The engine was gorgeous, and I think the reason why I said it perhaps looks a bit dated is only because this is bang on now, isn't it? You know, everything is new, it's fresh, it's exciting to look at, you know. Didn't know that happened last time we were here. The two beeps, I don't know what goes on down there, but right, so I got to ask, can you get an automatic version of it?
You can, yeah. This is the manual version, but it can be ASA gearbox, the automatic shift assistant, like you had on the RT when you rode that. So you can have that as well. So either option's available on the bike. Yeah,
no, it's really, really good. So looking around the bike then, so obviously we've got those amazing brakes with BMW. Also, apparently the wheels are lighter.
Yeah, they've taken a little bit of weight out of the bike. Yeah. Generally, really, things like having a lighter wheel obviously really makes the bike turn in nicely.
Yeah.
So you've got a nice dynamic feel when you ride this bike, and it fits very well with the character. That's why they do a sport model of this bike with a performance package and everything on it as well. This is the one of the lower specification bikes, although it hasn't got the full performance package on. But you see the bike in the racing blue here. It comes with some lovely finishes on it, such as you get the engine spoiler on the bike here, which looks really nice. Just finishes off. The dark chrome headers look really nice on it as well.
What a gorgeous colour, isn't it?
And this particular bike, you see they've got a twin exhaust on. This one's got the Aquapovic pipe on it as well.
Aquapovic, yeah.
Sports pipe on this
but
one.
The standard pipes look really nice as well. Do they not have that sort of the same sort of finish as the headers?
They do, a very similar design. So you have a dark chrome kind of finish with a split pipe like that.
Yes,
as well.
yeah, it looks really nice.
It's really,
hello,
really
I've just
smart.
seen something here. Look at that. That's
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah, 12-volt power supply,
Yeah.
or place to plug in the battery charger. If you've got a battery charger with a BMW battery charger, pop straight in there, so you can keep your bike trickled up over the winter if you're not using it so much.
Absolutely, mate. No, they've thought of everything. Right, so we've got the beautiful engine.
Yep.
Right, 145 brake horsepower.
Yep.
149 newton meters of torque, if I remember
correct
correctly.
That's correct. Yes.
Hey, I've done a bit of homework. But I think, oh, hello. So radar.
This bike's got active cruise control on it, so you can have a chance to try that when you're out and about.
I loved it on
Brilliant.
the RT. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I tell you what, it takes all the stress out of any journey that you have.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put your cruise control on, and relax.
Yeah, I used it on the way home last night. 50-mile-an-hour limits for ages, with average speed limits. It's just fantastic for that. You can potter along in the traffic, nice and comfy, not worried about the traffic going, accelerating, decelerating ahead of you. It just matches that speed to the vehicle in front just really nicely.
Well, it does.
A great piece of kit, yeah.
Oh, it is. It just takes the worry, because on the way down here today, the traffic stop. There's a trailer that the wheel had fallen off or something, and the police were there. 2 lanes were then into one.
Yeah.
And because when you're on the motorway, on the dual carriageway, I think we said this before, you tend to be going along at 70 ish, and and you're comfortable, you're cruising lovely, and perhaps your mind starts wandering a bit, but it's so reassuring.
Yeah.
When you've got that
cruise,
that cruise, what do they call it today?
So it's part of the riding assistance package. It's active cruise control. So basically it uses a radar at the front of the bike to look at the traffic ahead of you, and effectively it's looking in your lane and monitoring the distance between yourself and the vehicle in front, whether that's a motorcycle or a car or a van or whatever. It can monitor that, and then you can choose your preset distance you want to ride behind that vehicle in front, so it will slow the bike down, decelerate or accelerate as that vehicle changes speed. So it's a brilliant system, absolutely brilliant.
It is brilliant. It is brilliant, and it's needed. It's such a safe. I mean, how many accidents, I wonder, happen when a bike just goes ploughing up the back of a car? I mean,
it must happen.
It must happen a lot.
I
wonder if you get cheaper insurance because of it.
I don't know, to be honest with you. Maybe you could try.
Mate, I mean, it should, shouldn't we?
Possibly, possibly should. I mean, safety features in there. So.
Right. So tell me about the bike. So frame, steel up front, obviously.
Yeah, we've got the cast section at the rear of the bike now, very similar to the 1300 GS. So this is complete change from the previous generation of bikes. So it's a complete new engine, frame configuration on the bike. So it is a complete new bike. They've spent a lot of time looking at the riding position on this bike, so they've changed the riding position. The handlebars are 5 centimetres further forwards, 3 centimetres further down, slightly different bar angle. So the foot pegs are 15 mil further back. So it means you've got a slightly sportier riding position. So it does really mean that it's focusing on how the bike looks really in a dynamic position. Well, you can move the bar positions though. There is 2 positions, so you can move the mounting forwards and backwards as well, depending on where you want the bars to be. So that helps to get it right depending on how tall you are as well as a rider. So a really, really good sort of piece of customization.
So tell me about the brakes, the linked
brakes.
Yeah. So do you have different settings and different modes?
Well, it depends on
the brakes.
Yeah, it depends on which riding mode you're in. So if you're in a more dynamic road, it's going to bias the brakes differently to if you're in a rain or road mode. Essentially, when you're riding it, it's so good, so smart. I don't really change between. I go between road and dynamic on the settings. It's so well pre-configured. You don't need to make manual adjustments. I personally feel it's such a brilliant and clever system with cornering ABS, ABS Pro on the system as well. So you've got a really smart braking system on the bike.
Well, and again, it helps.
Safety,
I mean, I always remember with ABS, and I had to do a stoppie, and I was literally, the front wheel was screeching, and the back wheel was well off the ground. And I think I should have. Well, it was the ABS that saved me from coming off, really. Mind you, it probably looked very good at the time, you know, but the person sat on it, that was me. Yeah.
But if you ever have a chance to try cornering ABS, it's something to behold, to be honest with you. The fact that you can brake up to 45 degrees lean angle using the ABS is just incredible. You obviously don't want to try it, but it's there, amazing feature.
Yeah, don't push it, but
amazing
but it is there, and it could save your life, couldn't it?
Definitely, very much. Definitely.
Yeah, well, I think it's brilliant. So, so the brakes, suspension.
Suspension, we got the dynamic suspension adjustment, similar to the 1300 GS models as well on the bike. So the new configuration suspension, so effectively a variable spring rate as well as compression and damping on the bike. So you can get the bike set up just how you like it, really. And again, those things will alter when you change your riding modes between the rain, road and dynamic modes, and you can configure them out of that as well. So it's a really great suspension system which is going to suit all your different riding characteristics. So if you want to have a bit of a push on and get it in dynamic mode, which I think a lot of people are going to do with this type of bike, it's going to give you a real sporty feel.
You're going to get this up in the Alps, the Stelvio. You're going to do a bit of scratching, aren't you? You can't help yourself on this one. No, it's
I expect
gorgeous.
to see no chicken strips on your tyres when you come back, Kelvin.
No.
So,
all right, hang on. How many?
It's done 50 miles, so you're right.
50? Yeah, I've got to run it in, haven't I? It's so frustrating because, but the reports so far have been very good. I've looked at other vlogs and they've been very, very good. And so I mean, obviously, BMW. I think what shines out is that engine. As always, the Boxer engine.
Yeah.
It's got such a following. Isn't it?
It's a great engine.
There's no other engine like it, is there?
There isn't, and that's the characteristics very different. When you watch reviews, and there's obviously a lot of reviews on Boxer engines versus parallel twins and other engines, it's a very unique sound, a very unique feeling to the engine. It's got so much low down torque. It just drives that corners. It really, sometimes you catch yourself out how quickly you're going because how the way the bike drives out the corner. So it's really, it fits the characteristics bike really well.
It's got the torque, it's got the power, it's got everything. Right, so price, because obviously we haven't discussed price. It's a BMW, so BMW do quality. And so when you buy a BMW, you expect quality, and that's what you're getting, isn't it?
Very much.
So you've got all the safety features. You've got the styling, the braking, the suspension, the handling, all there. I've got to test out the comfort.
Yeah, the seat, style seat. You'll love the seat. 785mm. You can get the seat down to, and it's low on a low seat. So it's really easy to ride the bike as well. You're going to be easy to position your feet on the floor, get really nice and comfy on that. And I found the seat really comfy as well.
Well, you're a similar height to me. I'm short in the leg. I don't know
what you're trying to
say. My body's normal size, but I'm 29 inside. What are you?
I'm 31, but
mate. So you got
short body.
It's not about the length of your legs.
But
it's about how you use them, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Comfy seat.
Oh, yeah, I've got longer legs than I have.
So 3 different seats available. This is a sport seat on the bike. Also, you can see this. It's got a heated seat on this particular bike as well.
Look at that,
So
heated seat.
You can control that from the controls up the front here, or for the passenger, they can switch it along while they're riding along as well if they want to control their setting as well. So it really lets you get that bike in the right position. I think when you finally jump on the bike, it just feels right. It's a really lovely seated position. It feels nice, it feels dynamic. You're not too overstretched on the bike when you're riding. It's not too far forward, it's not totally sports bike position. You've got a nice comfy position on the bike. And your knee angle's just right on it. Obviously if you're a little bit taller, you can take the highest seat on the bike as well. There's a different option.
So you're 31 leg, alright. So that, how tall are you? 5'10"?
5'9",
5'9", 5'10".
On a good day,
Well, I actually must have got a longer body than yours, because we're similar height. I've got a longer body, you've got longer legs. There you go. But mate, so we're all built differently, aren't we? So you can have different seats.
Yes.
Can't you?
Different seats on the bike available.
So touring seats, lower seats.
There's 3 different sort of seat heights available effectively from it. This has got the sort of standard seat on the bike. You can have a lower seat or a higher seat on the bike. Yeah. So obviously that's, you know, having your knees in a comfortable position is really important for you as a rider. Making sure you haven't got too much bend on your knees. Yeah. Making sure you just sit in a nice comfy position for when you're on the bike.
Yes, mate, I think it's brilliant. And also for the girls, this will be a good bike for the girls too, wouldn't it?
Well, I think anyone who's, you know, our sort of height or smaller, it's going to really work for, because the actual, I've still got a bend in my knee when I'm sat on this bike. Obviously we could have a lower seat on it
lower
as well.
Seat for the girls. Mind you, get tall girls, but I mean, you know what I'm saying, most you know, most girls are about 5'5", and they're more than capable of riding. Is a bike like that is really, looking at it now, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
I think with the seat height and the balance of the engine in the bike, so you've got a nice low weight distribution with the gearbox mounted under the engine on the bike to keep that weight low and down and forwards.
Yeah, so it's not top heavy, is it?
No, it's not top heavy at all. So anyone's going to feel that it's a nice, easily balanced bike to ride.
Do we know the weight? I can't remember the weight.
Yes, 239 kilograms.
So, all right, so it's not light,
it's not light,
but it's not.
But it's all about weight distribution.
It is, yeah. The gearbox,
that's the important thing,
and that's a new thing for this one, isn't it? For the 1300 over the 1250, is the gearbox is pretty much under it, isn't it?
Yeah, it sits under the engine here. So where before on previous bikes we obviously had gearbox mounted at the back. Yeah. It's moved it in a kind of cassette style gearbox lower down. Yeah. And again, that's helped to push the weight distribution of the bike down. So all the 1300s that you ride, you generally notice they feel more nimble and lighter just because of the way that weight's packaged into the bike. So.
Right, did we mention price? I think we started, but we haven't finished, have we?
So you can start from the Snapper Rocks Blue bike in the base specs, about £13,200.
So you can buy one for 13 grand.
Yeah.
And what don't you get?
Well, it depends on what you want, really. And I think we spoke about this before. You've still got a pretty high specified bike on. You know, you've still got heat grips, things like that on the bike. So it's still a nice spec bike. Yeah. But depending on what you really want to have on the bike is important, because some people want to have certain items, they don't want others. Some people, radar cruise might not be the thing they want. Some people it's really important.
So they don't have to buy it.
So you could take that bike anywhere from, say, just over £13,000 up to sort of 21.5 if you want a full spec bike with everything on it, with the ASA shift assistant gearbox, radar cruise, and everything on it, all those bits and pieces. So it allows you to get the price.
719?
There's a 719 option, as well, which gives you obviously some additional parts on the bike, different levers and footrests and those kind of things on it, as well as the billet finishes.
You can really go for it. I think it's a gorgeous looking bike to begin with, but with all that spec, and I think the only thing I'm thinking, it does compete then with other bikes, you know, which like Ducati, but I mean, do you need 200 brake? Some people do, I know.
Some people might want that. I mean, you know, obviously you might see this bike positioned against bikes like MT10 and things like that. Yeah. Because it's going to sit in that naked, you know, high performance
bike. You can
bike.
Frighten yourself on this, can't you? But it's got all the safety features built in, so
very much.
You know, traction control and lean assist, isn't it? Is what they call it.
Well, we can put you in the sports dashboard so you can check your lean angles while you're out, Kelvin, if you like.
No, mate, I'll only embarrass myself. You'll have a laugh when I come back. You'll say, "My God, he hasn't even leaned it yet." So, but no, mate. So it is. It's a bike for everybody, isn't it? It's a fabulous looking bike. I want to see how comfortable it is, because blimey, the seat's hot.
It's warm. It's a warm day up here.
It's hot.
You need to get out and ride the bike.
I'm not on a seat like that. I'll burn my bum on that. But so it is a bike for. What I love about it, it's a bike. It's open. You haven't got a fairing. You know, you're feeling the elements. You're breathing. You know, it's a proper muscle bike without it being ridiculously overpowerful. But also servicing. Let's be honest. You know, the Ducatis are hugely expensive, aren't they, to service? This isn't going to be like that, is it?
No,
so, you know.
No. And you can still, you know, and as well, obviously, we do sell service packages. For people that are doing a bit higher mileage, it makes sense to, you know, package all that into the price of a service package, and it looks after your servicing costs then for the next 3 or 5 years, depending on how long you want to buy the package for. And that reduces your overall outlay over that period of time. And then you don't have to worry about price inflation in the future. So the service package makes a lot of sense.
That's, you know where you are. Just get on, enjoy yourself, don't you? Enjoy the bike. Well, I'm going to go out on it. I think we've done everything. The main thing now is to get out and give it a go. I love the way it looks, and that's the first big tick, isn't it, to be honest. Let's see how comfortable it is and see how it goes and see how it handles, and I bet you it's probably another bike I want. So Dave, you've done it again.
Thanks, Kelvin. You have a great ride. I enjoy it. Yeah, we'll get you out on the bike and enjoy those moors and out on in the sunshine. We've got a lovely day.
Yeah. So also, I'm test riding it, but listen, if you guys want to test ride it, just bring your driving licence in.
Come on down. Yeah.
Come on down, see Dave.
Come on down, we'll get you booked out on the bike, as long as you haven't been banned recently. You've got less than 9 points on your licence, we can get you out on our insurance, get you for a ride and enjoy the bike and you experience, because it's the kind of bike that brings a smile to your face.
It is a bike you've got to test ride, you know, and what I love about it is it's a BMW, and you're not just buying the bike. You're buying into Ocean, you're buying into BMW, the brand, aren't you?
Yep.
You're buying, because they've got brilliant clubs, haven't they? That's really active, isn't it? You know, you're buying into all sorts of...
Come on down and join our monthly ride out. We go for every month, we get a group of people go out. Sometimes there's 10 bikes, sometimes there's 30. We go out and we got a couple of fantastic customers help to organise that and choose some different routes, so you can come and join us and get out for a ride on any bike, we don't mind.
The other thing is, obviously when you buy a BMW, and I said to Dave, I said, when they put a number plate on the back, guess what they do? Look, they put that on, okay, the UK. Now the reason why they do that, because they know full well that you buy a BMW, you know, you're actually off around Europe, aren't you? So, and you've got to have that on the back of your bike. So, mate, I think we've done it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, Dave, thank you ever so much.
No problem. Cheers. Have a great ride. Enjoy it.
I'm going to enjoy it. So I'll see you back this time next month.
Probably for a cold drink.
I need to cool the seat down. I tell you that is.
Oh, it's a warmed out here, Kelvin. So I'm getting sweaty. So
Very, very quickly, the other thing I was going to say, so you're in Europe, and you want to know what the backup's like. Now, I broke down last year, not on a BMW, and I was stranded, absolutely stuck, because the support wasn't there. Now look at this, and the reason why I bought my 1250, which is that one, from this gentleman here, he took some of my money, and very pleased about that, but is this, the SOS button. If you accidentally fall over, you know, it comes off the side stand and you know, it topples over. Guess what? They phone you, don't they? They come through here. So you can talk, Dave. Yeah.
So it sets up a voice call to the bike, basically, to check that you're okay. And if you are okay, say you've fallen off in a car park, no problem whatsoever. They reset it, and you go on about your business, get your bike up, and away you go. If you were unfortunate to have maybe a higher speed incident where you've come off the bike, then basically the bike transmits your GPS location, data, direction of travel and speed to our emergency services. If you don't answer, they're going to get straight onto the 999 call services and get some help for you.
But also, if you break down,
you certainly, you know, we've
not it's a BMW, but you know what I'm saying. Things happen.
Things happen. You know, any new bikes that we sell come with 3 years European breakdown cover as well. So you've got that reassurance there should you have any issues.
Well, so the problem I had is I had to phone the RAC. Luckily, I had cover, but I didn't have cover on my insurance. But I did have cover. RAC cover, but I had to phone them, I had to tell them where I was, I had to give them the coordinates, then they, you know, I was stranded there for 5-6 hours, you know, and then I couldn't get my bike. This was a Friday, I couldn't get the bike into the dealer. I'm not going to say what the manufacturer was. I couldn't get it in until Tuesday, and then my wife Jane, well, if you've seen the vlogs, you know, go back and you'll see the vlogs. I wasn't happy because my wife Jane had to come home before me, and I was stranded in Slovenia. So, but yeah, that is a huge plus, I think, from BMW. No other manufacturer does that, do they?
I think it's going to come in bikes in the future. It's obviously been a piece of technology that's been available on cars for some years now.
Yeah.
So some cars have had inbuilt SIM cards, some use your data off of your phone. BMW, with their BMW range of cars, have always had an inbuilt SIM in the cars.
Yeah.
I can't remember, going back to probably 2008, something like that
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So that helps, gives you that data.
But I can't think of
across,
another bike that has the SOS button. So right, you know what? Let's have a look. How long have they been rabbiting on? As always, 24 minutes, Dave.
24? It was 22 last time.
Was it? I don't know if we're getting better or worse at it. Yeah, but
you better go out for a ride, Kelvin.
I'm going to go for a ride. Yeah. So, mate, thanks again, mate.
Cheers.
All right.
Right, see you later.
Right, do I need the keys? Yeah. You got them there. Thanks, mate. Right, you got the keys to mine. That's brilliant. Okay, right. Okay, so let's give it a go. Let's get out on this baby.
I dreamt that we spoke again on the sand next to the ocean. Your summer eyes looking back at mine. I miss those times when there was nobody to hold us back, nobody to complicate it, nobody to keep us down, nobody to tell us how, nobody to get frustrated, nobody to stop us now. Nobody, 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 nobody else. I woke up from another dream, and you weren't there sleeping next to me. I closed my eyes, but I couldn't see you. Could you take me back to when there was nobody to hold us back, nobody to complicate it, nobody to keep us down? No, 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 nobody to tell us how, nobody to get frustrated, nobody to stop us now. Nobody, 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 nobody else. Yeah, I've been going crazy, thinking about you, baby. I'm not sleeping lately, thinking about you, baby. I've been going crazy, thinking about you, baby. I'm not sleeping lately, just thinking about you, baby. Nobody, 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 nobody else. Yeah, there was nobody to hold us back, nobody to complicate it, nobody to keep us down. No, 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 nobody to tell us how, nobody to get frustrated, nobody to stop us now.
Well, this is it. Breakfast, lunch, Louis. How lovely is this? Holy smokes, I tell you. Well, that's some bike, I tell you. Unbelievable. Right, here we go. Lewis. No smoking. Ice creams, flowers. Outside seating. Bikers over there. Seating over there. And look at that view. It just goes on and on and on. So let's have a look in here. Look at this. Oh, food.
Famous steak and kidney.
Steak and kidney, look at that. Right. Here we go, look at that. Strawberries. Bar strawberries. Yes. Alright, so you can, this is where they prepare the food. Alright, girls. Hello. Oranges, look at this. So what's this? Taste of the West. Southwest England Gold Award for fish pie. Nice. Here's the ice creams. Teas. The tea's very nice. Very nice. You get the ales. Liqueurs. It's a venue, it's not just somewhere to come and have a cup of tea. You can get food. There we go, look at this. Kitchens. Honestly, great place. Great place to come to. Going to come here more often, I think. Awesome. Well worth a visit. So there you are. Lewis at Kid Hill. Right then, let's get going, eh? We've got places to see. And a review to finish. Well, one cup of tea's not enough. So this is my second. That's hot. So, on the first Sunday of each month, they have a biker day, biker Sunday at Kid Hill. So, it's well worth a visit. Honestly, it's a stunning place. Never been here before, but it's beautiful. It'd be great to see. Apparently, they have 100, 200 bikes here, so that would be pretty impressive. How about that? What a great looking bike. Fabulous. Even on these little roads. Unbelievable, isn't it? Look at that. What a fabulous, fabulous motorcycle. Now listen, BMW don't pay me. Hang on, let's get my helmet off. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Let's take my helmet off a minute. BMW, nobody pays me. This is all about my review. All the bikes are a review. And I've ridden loads of bikes. I mean, I don't know how many, but I mean, we're talking, got to be hundreds, I would have thought, over the years. So this particular bike, it stands out if you want. Oh, look at this. Hello. Oh, look. Hello, baby. Look. Sounds like they're farting, but they're not. It's just absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Right, so back to the bike. Yeah. Hang on. Hello. Oh, hello. I don't know what he's saying. He's probably telling me to clear off, I expect. Well, back to the bike again. Well, I can honestly say for a road bike, that engine is phenomenal. The quick shifter is great, just quickly shifting through the gears. You can get up to some illegal speeds incredibly quickly. The roads today, to be fair, weren't that good because it's full of traffic. But the bike itself is just fabulous. It's reasonably comfortable. So the only problem for me is my wrists, a little bit of pressure on the wrist. Is it a long distance tourer? Well, it's nothing. It's not compared to the RT. If you want a distance tourer, then you get the RT, don't you? But you know, if you don't like fairings, seriously consider one of these. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. So I think I'm going to get back to Dave because I expect he wants his bike back. I don't really want to give it back. Any faults with it? Oh. No, not really. It's I think the styling is spot on now. I mean, look at it, it's gorgeous. Oh, so what I enjoy is the torque is just unbelievable. I mean, it just, you know, it just doesn't matter what gear you're in, open it up and it flies. No, it's a fabulous bike. Is it worth the money? It depends what you want in a bike. I mean, you can pay a lot of money. I think Dave said over 21 grand. But you can buy them for 13, so depending on what you want. But I tell you what, regarding power, you don't need any more power than that. It's just insane. Oh, look at this guy here. They're in here as well, look. Okay, there you go. Somebody's not happy. What a find this place is. Beautiful. Just outside Tavistock in Devon. So the review, I think that's it from me. Just want to say thank you to every one of you for your support. The channel's growing, which is fantastic for Jane and I. But as I was saying earlier, you know, this is just my opinion. But the bike itself, if I was looking for a naked bike, something that's reasonably cheap to service, reasonably cheap to run, not costly to run. Do you know what I mean? There are bikes out there which are quicker, faster. You know, I'm talking about Ducati, obviously, but I mean the maintenance of these bikes are huge. This won't be, will it? You know, it's still that beautiful 1300cc engine. But honestly, my God, it's so responsive. That's the word I'm looking for. So responsive. Anyway, love to all. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that button. Please do the like. Until next time, love to all. Bye.